the Roman Catholic Church, when it's talking about the education, puts emphasis on the role of parents and the teachers. And as we are discussing about debunking, that's why you see the people who are growing cassava, few are here. The people who are here, most of them, if they are not sitting facing the educators, they are the educators standing in front of those they are educating. You have to be selective in the information you are disseminating to people. And to the policymakers here listening to me, what have you done? Do you have the energy to resist anything that can take away anything you consider valuable in our society? Let us now not speak outside West Nile. I've spent here 9 years. My first time to come to West Nile was 2016. I had come for Come and See in my Institute of Missionaries of Jesus, the Divine Master. Now I've spent 3 months, but this is my observation, and I'm not intending to belittle anyone. We are not proud of what we are. Majority of the people, you find them speaking Rugbara, when they see you, they turn it to English. I have craved and cried to people, at least to get a book that can teach me Rugbara. Somebody will tell you, those books are there somewhere. They don't tell you where exactly. Don't we have educators here who can publish these small language things that we can learn, at least to have a basic knowledge, I can say best knowledge of Rugba language, at least of my stature. I'm the shortest person in this building. At least, even if I tell people, even if I get a Rugba of my size, it can be good to me. But what have we done, dear brothers and sisters? We can talk of debunking. Yes, we shall debunk, but we cannot debunk even when we are still discussing these matters in English. I've been talking to my boss here, telling her, it's okay, let us use English, but we must have our local language. The Vatican Council too passed that all celebrations can be languages. We can celebrate Mass here in Rugbara, but when it comes to continental, I can say to the Catholic celebrations like in Rome, Mass is carried out in Latin, because Latin is the official language of the church. Okay, let us accept we have the official language of the country is English, but are we proud of speaking Rugbara? Are we proud of speaking Uganda? Do we have books? I've been checking the timetable. I'm not being biased, but check and see how many local languages are out on the UNEP timetable this year compared to the UNEP timetable of 2011. They are decreasing. That means there are no educators, there are no books, there are no references, and universities are created to debunk. Which debunking are we doing? The people of God, thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Reverend. So that was so insightful. Thank you so much. We really need the debunking at all levels. So for all the questions he has posed to the policymakers, they should take them serious. To the educators, they should take them serious. And to ourselves, do you love your heritage? And do you believe in it? Back to Shirley. Maybe you answer your questions now.
Anna? Thank you so much. About the issue of the cost of USSD, well, this is information that I'm going to pass on to the UCC leadership so that it can be revised and then the formal communication will be made. So this I'll take the feedback. Then issues to do with, there is a current project that we are calling last mile connectivity and laying the backbone across the country. In terms of progress, we have made, the ministry has made, in partnership with Muni Uganda, that is the implementation agency, 70% progress in line with this, and more progress is being made. So hopefully, we will have more progress in line with this along the way. Speaking about artificial intelligence, as we are currently developing under the Ministry of ICT, we are developing the artificial intelligence strategy that is going to be a framework that will enable us incorporate and contextualize to the different sectors, because as you're aware, we have different sectors. The kind of AI innovation that is done in health sector is not the same as the regulations that are required for agriculture, for education, and so on. So we are in the process of developing a strategy, and before the end of the year, we calling upon stakeholders to do the validation, and then it will be rolled out after it's fully been validated and accepted. After that, the plan is, because we are doing it, we are having a roadmap. So the plan is that it will be handed over to the different sectors so that they can utilize it to their own need, as well as the innovation ecosystem in line with that. So we are making progress in line with that, and we are benchmarking with our neighbors. Rwanda currently has an AI policy, and Kenya also has an artificial intelligence strategy. So we are benchmarking with them and then seeing what best fits our environment and community. Then for skilling, reskilling, we're working with partners, and this will also fit into the issue of the refugees. We're currently working with a number of partners, and with refugees, we are in partnership with the International Labour Organization, and they are sending digital skilling initiatives to the refugees within their camps. I do believe that some work has been done in line with skilling the base. Yeah, perhaps you related in line with that, but more efforts are being done. And recently there was actually one skilling initiative that was done at in partnership with the National ICT Innovation Hub for refugees in ICDL. Then we also have the Uganda ICT institution that does skilling, reskilling in skills and arts that are required within the industry. When students come out of the university, because curriculum takes a time, the professors here will agree with me that we do have a curriculum, and revising a curriculum is a process. And then emerging technologies, the industry changes, annually. The issues that we'll be discussing today, the needs within the industry will be different from the issues that would be coming up next week per se, or next month. So what we do is come up with programs, and that is in partnership with the National ICT Innovation Hub, UICT, the different partners that we are working with, to identify the needs within the industry, and then we design programs that the graduates, depending on their interest, can be trained on. When they go out in the field, they are in line with that. Issues to do with cybersecurity, if it is the leading challenge within the industry, can we have professional courses in line with that? And that is how we are handling that. And a number of other initiatives that are directed to the industry needs. So it's about learning, unlearning, relearning, reskilling in the different areas, because I think like 10 years ago, some of the skills that we were learning in at the university, things as 10, 20 years, like typewriting, when the computer came, there was a threat that maybe the typewriters are not going to have more jobs. But when you embrace technology, now we have computers, and it is making work very easy. It's about embracing technology and then skilling yourself in the art. So we should not be afraid that AI is going to take away our jobs, but rather embrace it and then identify ways in which we can think about it and think beyond it, because we are the creators of this technology. We are the ones that create these large language models. We are the ones that create these models to think for us and make our work easy. So can we innovate around those areas so we can embrace the technology and move with the rest of the world? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shirley. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I believe the answers have been somewhat satisfying, isn't it? And from the ministry, thank you for the details you've provided. At least now we know that even for the space, we'll have a would-be LDC-like place where we can go to sharpen our skills. And before we jump into the panel discussion, I see a hand.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we also received a tough tone question from the Prime Minister of Ringa. On behalf of the university, I would like to take this opportunity to answer part of the question. He said, language is a tool, is a powerful tool. Language is part of a culture, needs to be developed, needs to be used better so that we can achieve the question of mindset. Then he asked, what are you doing as a university about this? I think you can recall this. Yes. I would like to take this opportunity to answer this question in a very simple way. That question has been asked in other aspects as well, but for the case of language in particular, I wish to inform you that the university has set a committee to establish Institute of Language, Culture and Translation to be used as a tool in this process of mindset change. Other questions that have been asked in a similar way earlier were due to issues of leadership and governance, and the Muni University has equally responded by establishing an Institute of Leadership and Governance, which is soon getting launched. Actually, earlier on, this arrangement of this conference was supposed to be conducted under that institute. However, because it has not been born, it was rearranged now to be organized by the partners under the Faculty of Management Science, which is actually the mother of the to-be-born Institute of Leadership and Governance. Regarding the issues of artificial intelligence as a monster that needs a quick understanding, I'm also happy to inform that Muni University has gone ahead to run Master of Science in Artificial Intelligence. I think we are yet to receive the graduates of the first cohort come 29th November this year. These are some attempts that the university is undertaking to respond to some of these issues that our societies are facing. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And with that, we wrap up the session of the keynotes. And if you have any other questions, I believe most of the faces you're going to see again during our breakout sessions. So just keep your questions noted down, okay? Without wasting any time, I would like to call upon our panel, starting with the moderator for the Dr. Felix Andama. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he's going to moderate the session of the discussion.